This is a comedy, so it's probably going to be shorter than most of my reviews because there's not much to talk about. It was a childhood show that I watched. One of my favorite characters, and still one of my favorite characters, is Gabe, played by, you know who, Bradley, who also, played the kid in Mighty Med, Kaz. So let's talk about the show now. Study date, we get introduced to Spencer, who they decide to do something stupid with. They do what a lot of shows do. Like, oh hey, let's make this side character a bit more important. Oh hey, we don't like this side character. Time to make them a bad person. Rick and Morty did the same thing with Summer's boyfriend that they completely forgot about. They literally had Summer basically, cheat on him, and they're like, yep, he's a bad guy, time to kill him off. The end. But let's not talk about Rick and Morty. Let's talk about this. Curious Case of Mr. Dabney. They didn't hire an actor for Mr. Dabney. We hear his voice like once or twice. So I guess they kinda hired an actor. Probably was just an extra. And then we never see him. He's mentioned in later episodes. Still don't see him. Speaking of study date, Leo from Lab Rats is in here. Very first episode. Bob gets hurt, goes to the hospital. PJ pretends to be a doctor, walks into the wrong thing, and there is Leo with a fish hook in his mouth from his dad, who wasn't good at fishing. But Dialing Duncan's episode where everybody gets a new present and they all do something bad with it. PJ accidentally butt dials a bully and says something rude to him. And I'm blanking on the other character's name right now. Teddy. Why couldn't I think of Teddy? Teddy also accidentally butt dials someone. And she says something mean. And then Gabe tries to destroy Charlie's present. And then they have this weird joke where her present is evil. They kind of do that with like all the end of the episodes where it's like makes it so it can't be exactly canon. It's weird. Like all the end of the episodes will have something very goofy that doesn't fit the show in it. But at the same time it does, since it happens in every episode. There's even an episode with a bear that drove the car back to Bob's house. And he asked if he put gas in it. And he's like, no, I didn't. They do stuff like that where they'll make this very goofy thing that isn't real at the end of the episode. I actually really enjoy it. Charlie is 1. I'm pretty sure they do Charlie is 2 in like the very beginning of the next season. Because I watched already 3 episodes of the second season. Yeah, let's look. Yeah. So by continuity, that doesn't work. February, May, just by release dates. But I guess that doesn't matter too much. Gabe turns 11 randomly in an episode. I almost forgot about that. There is an episode where he says, hey, I'm 6 years away from getting my driver's license. Then like 2 episodes later, he's 11. He doesn't say exactly 11, but he says something about 5 years. I think he actually does say 11. Blanket go bye-bye. Charlie loses her blanket. They try and get it back. It's a bit of a weird episode. Oh, there's an... They reused 2 more actors in this. Because I guess Disney loves reusing actors. The actor for, Freddy's mom in iCarly is in this, very briefly. She doesn't do too much. I think she has like 2 minutes of screen time. She's just like a spa owner or something. And the one girl from Dog with a Blog is briefly in this show as a girl that has a crush on Gabe. Then they kind of get rid of that and they're just enemies. Teddy's broken heart. Spencer cheats on her. Not much else. Driving Miss Nabney. Teddy gets her license, permit, whatever. And her dad's too scared and doesn't like her driving. That becomes a very recurring thing where he's like, well, I'm controlling of you because you're my little girl. And PJ isn't. It's a very weird thing. You have to watch the show to understand it. I don't even really understand it that much. But yeah, she goes and drives out with Miss Dabney instead of Bob. She's like, hey, trust me, the gas isn't gonna get low. I'll tell you if it gets low. And then when it dies, she's like, yeah, we need gas. But that's about it. Like I said, it's a comedy, so I'm not gonna be able to do too much talking. It's not an action show. There's not too much stuff to criticize. And that's it.